What up, tubers? This is Ray from rwcweb.com. Rayware Computers since 1996. This old DOS geek got some great stuff for you today. You go to rwcweb.com, put your best email in that box, and I will send you oodles and oodles of stuff. Now, in the first video, I showed you how to find this stuff called freeware. Now, there used to be a thing called shareware and freeware. It's still around today. Okay, whenever you're looking for free software, do not just put the word free in there, okay, because it'll get a lot of stuff that's not going to be related to your search, okay? So you're going to put the word freeware in the HTML editors. Now, these video series that I'm making now is going to teach you how to edit these private label rights sites, okay, these sites that come with your private label rights. Okay, here is one on Clickbank. It came pre-formatted with a video.
Are you selling information products or marketing as an affiliate online? This message is for you.
Okay, and this is great stuff, but you just got to be able to utilize it to run your affiliate business, okay? Now, the hardest thing that I found in the beginning, you know, because basically I've got the creativity of a lettuce leaf. In the beginning, they didn't really have too many great pre-formatted stuff for you, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, see this, we're going to take this video. Now, I found this software, okay, it's called BlueGriffin. I literally found it today, okay, and because the old DOS geek has been doing this for 100 years, I found it very easy to utilize it. Now, this is mad HTML stuff in this, kids, okay? This is mad HTML stuff. Okay, so it's two things that I like. Number one, say it with me, if it's for free, it's for me. Number two, it's got to be quick, easy. Okay, it's got to be quick and easy. Now, I'm not here to teach you the HTML part of it, although I'm going to have a lot of videos on HTML tricks and hacks. Okay, when you get this site, now I'm going to leave a link in the description of one of my other videos where I show you how to upload this site. Okay, as you can see, this is on my domain on rwcweb.com. Okay, it's the sales page, and what I did with this one, I put in this Aweber form. Now, for some reason, it came out a little rinky thing, so I don't like it like that. You don't have to do it like that. That's the more complicated way of doing it. Okay, and of course, I love Aweber, and I got a link in the description. Now, to do that form, you have to take all this code and you have to put it in there. It can be complicated. Okay, now that's, you know, a lot of people do it that way. With Aweber. Okay, let me get some of this crap off of the screen. Alright, so this is the blank form. Like if you go into Aweber and you just do the form, okay, in its simplicity, like that pop-up form that I showed you. And by the way, that's what they call a two-step verification, two-step sign-up. Okay, that's a two-step opt-in where it's just something new that everybody's doing now. It's been around for a long time, but obviously people like to keep things in flux, you know. So basically, what it is Aweber will give you a link to a form. Now, this was one that I had for that, and what for this Clickbank sales page, okay. But now I got this guy. So I went into Aweber, I doctored it up a little bit, okay. Now, you can also put your name in here somewhere on this URL, okay. You can cloak it if you want, but most people don't even notice that. And if they're doing it on an iPhone, this will be ideal because it's total mobile friendly, because it's just a little opt-in page, okay. And you know, you won't have to make any adjustments to it. So now basically, once you go through and make your form in Aweber, now I've already given you guys a video on it, and again, I'll leave a link in this video description on how to do these forms in Aweber. Okay, you're simply going to copy it, okay, and you're going to come in, and I'm going to have more detailed videos on this BlueGriffin software. because it's one of the best I've seen. There's a lot of older ones out there. Some of the new ones, you can actually do it online, but when you do it online, what happens is it doesn't do the formatting properly, because this is taking the file right off of my computer. Okay? It's taking the file right off of my computer. That means all of the CSS and all the JavaScript and all the images are on my computer. When you do the editing on an online format, it doesn't extract all of your pictures, because it doesn't have the URL that goes to the picture. In other words, it's not going to go into your computer from the internet and gather the pictures. Unless the pictures and everything is already on your website and you have it linked that way, that's a different story. Okay, in other words, if I took my RWC web one here and took this file and took the code, okay, I right-clicked and view page source, and I highlighted all of this, and I went into one of these free, let's do it real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. Control A, select all, Control C, copy. Okay, let's see where I got it. I think I got it in my tools over here. Online HTML editor. Alright, the old DOS Geek's eyes are going over here. Where are you? Alright, let's use our old school one, the standard one, just for the sake of this video. Okay, now I'm going to go to the source. Again, holding Control, letter A. Okay, now whenever you copy and paste onto something that you're going to delete completely, you want to highlight it and hit that delete button and get that completely out of the way. Okay, especially if you're like me and you're working a gazillion hours and you can't even see out of both of your eyes, let alone with one eye open. Okay, so as you can see, it took most of everything. Okay, but again, it's not accessing the JavaScript and the CSS form, so I got no background. Okay, so that's not a good way to do it online. You want to have, and that's what they call server-side software. You want to have a desktop software. Okay, so let me show you this very quickly and very easily. Now, let me make sure that I copied my URL from the Aweber form. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to the BlueGriffin. Now this button here, if I just right click on it, okay, and again, I just got this software. Okay, I literally just got this software. Okay, my target. Okay, so that was the old form that I had. Okay, that was the old form. And this isn't really necessary, but I'll teach you more about that later. Okay, let's see how that works. Go right up to the globe, and it instantly saves it for you. I'm going to go right to the button and see where it takes us. Okay, so as you saw for a second there, it showed me that old form that was in there. That's because it's caching in. Okay, and caching in means that, well, the cache was actually developed in the beginning when the computers were dog slow. And what it does is every time you go to a website, it caches in, meaning that it downloads temporary files to your computer. Okay, and rather than go back to the web and fetch them, it gets them off to your computer. In the old days, it was a great thing because, you know, you're talking a 2400 modem, okay, dial-up, as opposed to the high-speed internet now. To me, these days, it's a hassle, because what will happen is you'll create something, it caches in, meaning it downloads the files on your computer, and it always goes for the cache first. Every browser on the planet always goes for the cache first, okay? Now, sometimes you'll make a change and you'll not see it because it's caching in, meaning that it's getting the graphics and the colors and everything off your computer. So if you got that problem, what you're going to do is you're going to highlight the URL, right click, copy it, and then you're going to go to an incognito window which doesn't cache in, okay, and you're going to paste and go to it. Now this was just a quickie, okay, but as you can see, It's a legitimate little sign-up page. Now let's see how I did it. Okay. Boom. Okay, and then it went right to the download page. All right, so you see how quick and easy this newfound software, and it's been around, I think, since it's been around since like 2007. This BlueGriffin, I highly recommend it. You got a free version for life. Okay, so this is Ray from rwcweb.com. Rayware Computers since 1996. Go to rwcweb.com. Put your best email in that box right there, and I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe and hit that notification, because that's what YouTube tells me to tell you guys.